Welcome back to Cryptid Annihilation Coalition. We've traveled from the American Southwest to the Ozarks. Today, we turn north to the deep forests and harsh winters of the Great Lakes region and Canada, the ancestral lands of the Algonquian-speaking peoples, including the Cree and Ojibwe. Here lies a legend that is not just a monster of the wilderness, but a profound psychological and sociological phenomenon, the Wendigo. The Wendigo is the personification of starvation, cold, and a primal, terrifying taboo, cannibalism. But the modern horror version, a simple savage beast, misses the true cultural weight of this figure. The Wendigo is a cautionary tale, a social warning against the very human failings of greed and excess. The Wendigo is associated with winter, the north, famine, and coldness. It is a malevolent spirit or creature that may possess a human being, causing an intense, insatiable craving for human flesh. The physical transformation. The monster is typically described as a giant humanoid, gaunt to the point of emaciation, with its desiccated skin pulled tightly over its bones. Its complexion is the ash gray of death, its eyes pushed deep into their sockets, looking like a skeleton recently disinterred from the grave. The icy heart. The defining physical and spiritual characteristic is its heart of ice. This heart represents the creature's core, and its approach is often signaled by a foul stench of decay or a sudden, unseasonable chill. The psychosis. The myth is tied to the concept of Wendigo psychosis, a culture-bound syndrome characterized by an intense fear of becoming a cannibal. In some communities, even insatiable greed and the destruction of the environment are thought to be symptoms of this psychosis, warning against selfishness that endangers the group. This disorder, triggered by starvation and cultural stress, caused individuals to view others, including family members, as potential prey. Facing the Wendigo, whether it is the monster or the possessed human, requires specific ritual action. Traditional lore offers methods for both curing the possessed human and killing the transformed monster. Detection. The presence of a Wendigo, or the beginning of the psychosis, is detected through the sudden appearance of coldness, a foul odor, or an alarming shift in human behavior toward paranoia and an intense focus on cannibalism. The cure. A person in the early stages of transformation can be cured. The cure involves forcing the afflicted individual to ingest melted fatty meats, often specifically bear fat. This concoction is meant to melt the icy heart and induce violent vomiting, leading the afflicted person to disgorge a large quantity of melted ice, symbolically curing the possession. The final defeat. To kill the physical Wendigo and prevent its resurrection, the body must be completely burned. The crucial step is the destruction of the heart of ice. Because the heart will not melt or burn immediately, it must be removed from the fire, pounded or chiseled into smaller pieces, and then melted entirely in the flames. All blood and remains must be burned to ash and scattered. The Wendigo is more than a monster. It is a profound sociological institution used to manage and reinforce community values. Cultural function. The myth strongly encourages cooperation and moderation during difficult times like winter famine, discouraging selfish behaviors that could lead to group disaster. By associating the ultimate evil, cannibalism, with the ultimate failure of humanity, the myth serves as a mechanism to reinforce cultural taboos. Historical and skeptical view. Historically, individuals accused of being Wendigos were often executed, such as the famous case of the OG Cree shaman Jack Fiddler in 1907, who reportedly killed those showing signs of transformation. The debate. Modern anthropologists debate the nature of Wendigo psychosis. While some accept it as a culture-bound syndrome tied to the specific environment and beliefs of the Algonquian people, others argue the phenomenon as an artifact of research, suggesting that many historical executions were cases of triage homicide, or witch hunts carried out in societies under severe environmental and cultural stress. Whether viewed through the lens of psychological distress or as a sociological tool for survival, the Wendigo remains a terrifyingly powerful symbol. It represents the dark intersection of human greed, starvation, and the spiritual cost of survival in one of the world's most unforgiving environments. The ultimate lesson of the Wendigo is that the true monster is not always the towering figure with the icy heart, but the cold, selfish ambition that exists within us all. Until next time, stay safe, stay aware, protect the water.